Chelsea's poor run of form continues as they suffered yet another defeat on the road. This time, Frank's men were beaten by Brendan Rodgers Leicester City. It took the Foxes just 6 minutes to take the lead. Leicester's short corner eventually fell to Wilfred Ndidi, whose strike from outside the box beat keeper Edouard Mendy. 4 minutes before half-time and the Foxes doubled their lead. Some poor defending at the back allowed James Maddison to net Leicester's second. Chelsea's poor run of form continues. Photo by RUI VIEIRA Pool AFP via Getty Images. In the second half, Chelsea failed to create many clear-cut chances as they looked to get back into the game. Late on in the game, Timo Werner found the back of the net but was unfortunately ruled out for offside. Defeat now means that the Blues are still 5 points off the top 4. Here's our 5 things we learned from Chelsea's defeat. 1. The players are not playing for the club. As soon as the first goal went in, it was so clear that the players lost complete interest in the game. There was no desire at all to get back into the game. The only player you can argue that showed some sort of effort is Mason Mount. When watching the 90 minutes, it looked as if the players had just met each other for the first time in their professional careers. Frank's men showed no passion whatsoever and were sluggish from the minute 1.2. Why did Antonio Rudiger start? The German international started in the win against Fulham and was rewarded with a start against Leicester. The decision to start Antonio in the game with Fulham certainly shocked many of the Chelsea faithful. Unfortunately, in the showdown with Leicester, Rudiger failed to catch the eye of Frank and the Blues fans. Antonio was simply not good enough and was arguably at fault for the second goal scored by James Maddison. It's fair to say that the German centre-back was at fault for Leicester's second. Photo by TIM KEETON Pool AFP via Getty Images. 3. The Blues had no answer for the Foxes' high press, particularly in the first half. As soon as a Chelsea player got hold of the ball, Leicester would double up and cause some real havoc for their opposing side. Even when the Blues attempted to play out from the back, Leicester were straight off the blocks trying to put real pressure on the Chelsea players. It clearly affected the players as Chelsea simply had no answer for Leicester's high, aggressive press. 4. The poor run against the current top 6 goes on. If Chelsea are going to compete for a place in the top 4 this season, then they have to start picking up points against the bigger side. Frank's men have only picked up 2 points against the current crop at the higher end of the league this season. By Chelsea's standard, it is simply not good enough. There was no fight from any of the Chelsea players throughout the game, and the poor record against the top sides continue. There was simply no fight from any of the Chelsea players.